Hello and welcome back. I'm Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm here to do our local Sidereal Tarot 1330 Sidereal Tarot reading. So if you don't know about 1330 Sidereal, give me just a second. You can Google 1:30 p.m. local Sidereal time to understand the details of why I do a reading at this time or around this time. So I've got some decks that I've shuffled. I'm going to do 9 cards from these oracle messages, and then I'm going to clarify them with the tarot deck. So we're going to get started right away with the Work Your Light. I'm going to pull. Okay, so they said use 2 cards out of the deck, 1 and 2, and then the bottom of the deck. And the Romance Angels I'm going to use. So the Work Your Light is going to deal with our spiritual experience. The Romance Angels is going to be dealing more with the heart experience. And I'll use Moonology to deal more with our physical experience by way of like the self, or some of you could be experiencing this in regards to like finance or family or your home environment. Something like that, okay? Even health, I hear. So we got 1 and 2. All right. So let's see what we have. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in and clarify with my Hermetic Tarot what these messages are trying to say to us today. So let me get you where you can see these cards a little bit better with me. Let's see what we got. All right, so spiritually, this side is where we're coming from or where we're at right now, and this is what we're being pushed towards, okay? So on the spiritual place, we have Pleiades, double missions, channeling and uplifting humanity. So spiritually, you could be pushed to work with others, work through partnerships. There's only so much self-mastery work you can do, and healing of your shadows, self-evolution work to be done on your own. At some point, it requires to work with a partner. So let's see how this is being clarified. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. So somebody, this is a intense spiritual soul connection is what I'm picking up. An intense and spiritual soul connection. And the Ace of Swords. And this is saying you've been spiritually guided to communicate. And somebody's actually realizing that returning to what they had before was not what they wanted. And so they had to renege back out of that deal and back up. And that had to do with a spiritually guided decision. We also have coming out here the Empress and the Hermit. So I feel that, you know, what we're coming out of is realizing that the wealth is coming from within. So making it more following my internal guidance system than what you think I should do or what somebody else thinks I should do. So what are we being pushed to in this spiritual energy is the star seed. What lights you up? So spiritually, what lightens your load? What makes you feel lighter and brighter spiritually? That's where you're being pushed to. And for some of you, it is letting go of others who and obligations to others that you were holding on from childhood. Some of you, it's letting go of obligations to interesting. Spiritually being guided to let go of this feeling of responsibility over your mother. Interesting. So it's like you're not responsible for her choices. So there's some energy surrounding that. Clarifying the stars that we have coming out, the Last Judgment with the Princess of Wands in reverse. So there's a final decision. They're being brought to a rebirth that comes by choosing to do something different, by starting a new path, a new adventure. The next 2 clarifiers we have coming out are the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords is in reverse. So you're no longer feeling confused. This is like no longer feeling confused or real or coming into the realization. Here we go. Coming into the realization, the very clear realization of how to change your state, your spiritual state, that you have all the full spiritual support to help you create a shift in your life. And so somebody is dealing with a lot of back and forth chatter in their mind right now. Why? Because the bottom of the deck says deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So this is an energy where you're like being asked to be held in spirit right now, to be held by the divine, to give yourself a break, because you're in a place of deep replenishment, which is a state of healing from what had depleted you before. And again, somebody felt like they were depleted by a spiritual connection. So somebody could have actually been feeling like working really hard to try to develop the spiritual ear, to develop the third eye and the crown chakra, and feeling like you weren't really getting anywhere, and you had to just kind of take a chill. Because I hear that the way you were going about it in the past had a lot to do with some way you were trained to. And so you had to let go of what you were taught and get into this new energy of being more in just a state of peace, and following the bliss is what you're being guided to spiritually. On the heart level, with the romance angels cards, the bottom of the deck says you deserve love, you are lovable. So the core of the issue in regards to the heart matters of the heart is that, hey, somewhere there was this feeling of not feeling worthy or deservable or deserving of love, and now you're at the space of changing that, because the religious factors are coming into play. So your spirituality, this is your love life, is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. So this kind of relates to what we talked about. Again, something you were trained in as a child having a huge effect on you. Yeah. Well, it's affected your relationships too. And so now it's like coming into this head is up, the crown is lit up. And so there's this whole awakening that's affecting your spirit, your romantic love life right here. We have the Four of Wands and the King of Swords. This is a spiritual inspired idea that you're going to follow through on for somebody. And this is the energy of the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius masculine energy. The Four of Wands is definitely a marriage card. So some of you could be going through deeper levels of commitment with the Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius masculine energy, finding peace with this person, because there's a deeper level of awakening going on at this time. Two more clarifiers we have is the Seven of Cups. This is something you had made a wish for in the past, and the Six of Swords, and now things are getting easier. You're moving away from struggles, from difficulty, and from challenges and problems with this person. It's like if there was a lot of arguing going on, you're getting away from that energy, getting more into peace out of arguments. And in the incoming energy for this level, we have the honeymoon card. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So definitely with the Four of Wands coming out with that King of Swords, there is marriage in the cards for somebody here. So let's go ahead and see what is going on here. And why? Because you realize that you were loved, and it was always your goal to have this deep level of commitment, to be married. You know, it was very important to you. The Ten of Pentacles is your first clarifier, talking about family, generations, decisions, and things that have influenced generations. And the Princess of Pentacles, this is this is somebody, hey, they are going to propose to you. They're going to want to advance this to the next level. Let's begin our life together as husband and wife, wife and wife, fill in the blank, which is your choice, or shim and shim, you know. Anyways, the next two clarifiers we have is the Seven of Wands, and it's coming up in reverse, saying it's not so hard. It's not such a struggle. And the Temperance, this is definitely for somebody, a twin flame connection that is coming together from a separation. This is a twin flame connection where both partners are finally starting to not be so resistant to the energy, falling more into the energy. For somebody else, this is that, hey, you're having a fresh start with somebody who's the zodiac sign Sagittarius, and you know, where they were combative, there's not so much combat going on anymore. We have somebody who is reevaluating their goals and their direction, saying, hey, you know what, I do want to take that to the next level. So we have that going on here. Now in the physical experience, dealing heavily with finances, it says work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So this is giving us scorpionic energy, saying that deep underlying fears had been affecting financially. So that's where we've been through. We've been working through these fears. We've been working through these issues. And now a win-win outcome is forecast. A full moon in Libra is here in the now. So let's pull some clarifiers over the now. Let's first, God, what do you want to say about this win-win outcome that is forecast? We have the Chariot. There's a winning card, and the Princess of Cups, saying you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you want, okay? You will get what you want. For somebody, this has the financial matter that we're talking about is a vehicle or some transportation. Next, we have the Four of Cups. This is an unexpected offer. And I'm also hearing, remember that every offer is not for you. And the Four of Pentacles. Both of these are coming in reverse, which is giving me an alignment. This is saying spiritually, this financial state that you're at, it's like you've given it over to God. You're like, okay, love source God, if I am really your divine child, then let me live a life that is worthy and deserving of the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, the one of abundance and surplus and perfection in everything that I flow, including my money and finances, though. All right. So in the incoming energy, it says you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. And I'm hearing for somebody in particular, you're going to notice a huge change come full moon in Virgo. Whenever that is coming up, I haven't, as a matter of fact, let me just Google full moon in Virgo real quick so that I'll give that information here is what I'm hearing. So full moon in Virgo. Okay. It says that happened already in March 2020. So wow, some of you already are already experiencing, okay, this. Oh, okay, I get it. So something that you did during the full moon in Virgo is coming to fruition for you, for your finances here in the near, I'm hearing within 7 days, I heard. Okay, 10 of Cups is in reverse. 10 of Cups is in reverse, coming out with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So, all right, now it gets a little iffy here because there's two desperately different sides. And why do I say desperately different sides? Because if we could meld both of these, it would be a lot nicer. But they're very extreme differences of oncoming energy financially. And I'm hearing it has to do with how you work through your fears. Are you going to open up the energy? Are you going to know what to say yes to and what to say no to? Are you creating an alignment? Because I feel here that somebody is definitely creating the alignment. You're spiritually inspired. You're creating a lot. That's going to unload a buttload of wealth for you, okay? More clarifiers. The Ace of Wands, putting you in a new place of power financially. And the King of Pentacles, yes, you're going to be sitting high on your golden throne, honey. It's going to be a golden throne. Now, there's somebody else here who's sitting in the energy of loss and dissatisfaction. They're saying, I just don't have nothing and nothing I do works. If this is you, then you're going to be really upset because you're going to watch this happen to somebody else. Literally. You're going to sit back and get pissed off because you're watching somebody else get wealthy. And this message is coming through, I'm hearing, because some of y'all need to know that as you are doing the work and you coming into your wealth and you feel like that person is just acting different, acting funny, looking at you differently. Yes, they are, honey, because of the fact that you are coming into something that they did not align themselves with. The bottom of the deck we have is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is saying, hey, this is about you creating in your world the way you want it. And you've been working on it with the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is here saying that, you know, it's working and it's working over and over again. So you've tapped into how to get it done and you did it over and over again. You're not done yet. The Queen of Cups said you knew this was going to happen, and she's bonus with the Nine of Cups, because every time you asked the question, you got the answer, and you accepted all of the opportunities to evolve yourself spiritually so that you come into this energy. So, Lustrous God, give me some predictions. We're going to take off the top predictions in regards to finances. I know we already did the oncoming energy. Give me an overall prediction here. It says, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So, Lustrous God is telling you, if you can look at the bigger picture and keep that in mind moving forward, it's going to help align you. Sagittarius is a very lucky sign, and so that's what's being brought to mind. And luck, blessings, miracles, to this channel, it is all very synonymous. And so what we're hearing is you don't come in to see it from a bigger picture. In other words, you're going to tap into how to link your financial prosperity, this is interesting, with the overall collective. So your financial blessings blesses all of them. And how is that true? And this is an energy that we're predicting for you. And that is opening up vast financial flow for you. What's the prediction? Next card off the top for romance. It says calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So the prediction in romance for you is that there will be a important, very, very important coming together. Okay. And in regards to spirituality, pillar of light, your vibration is raising. You are the oracle, is the prediction, saying that, yeah, your vibration is going higher and higher. And I see you just letting go of weight, just shedding weight, and I'm hearing sandbags. You're dropping all the sandbags. Okay. So these are the messages that I have for our 1330 Sidereal today. So thankful and grateful to be of service to you. And please enjoy everything that we have provided for you here on this channel. And I'll be back with more. I always come back. So until next time, love you. Laters.